which is funny, but anyway.
I know.
So Super Bowl, where where do you usually watch it? Do you watch it at home or do you go out to a party?
My husband and I, we actually have a party here at the apartment. We've been doing this for years. So it's just we invite a bunch of people. Whoever shows up, shows up. He makes a ham and corn and stuffing and all that good stuff, and then people bring their own drinks and little side dishes, and we just all kind of hang out, eat and drink. We sell Super Bowl squares a couple weeks beforehand, so those are all sold out. So we'll be doing that. Keep an eye on that as the game goes on. So it's a good time.
I love the Super Bowl squares. I love
Yes.
that at the end of every quarter you're looking to see what the score is to see if you won money.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. And actually, so my husband runs three different boards. One's your traditional, where you have, your first, second, third, and final. He has one where your numbers change every quarter. So if you have some crappy numbers, the first quarter, you get to redo the second, you get to redo the third, you get to redo the fourth. So you have your numbers change, which is nice, kind of gives you, a little bit more odds. And then he has one where every time the score changes, someone's going to get paid $30. So, for example, the start of the game 0-0. That person who has 0-0 automatically wins $30. And then as the game progresses, so your touchdown 6 points. Someone's gonna get $30, and then they kick the extra point, so the score changes again. So someone's gonna get so it's you someone's as if it's a high scoring game, there's gonna be a lot of people that are getting paid. The neat thing about it is if it's a low scoring game, so there's not a lot of money that's being given out. The final score gets what's left in the pot. So last year it was like I think $700 that was left. So if you're
Oh
that
my
person,
goodness.
and you got final score, you're hoping the game ends. Actually, our buddy, he had it. I think it was last year. And I don't remember it, but something to do with the punter. The punter ran it out, and it was like it changed the score by like 2 points or whatever it was. It was some stupid play that shouldn't have happened, and the guy didn't win the money. Someone else did, but it's fun.
Wow.
If you're
That's
not that guy.
yeah, if you're not that guy. That is cool. That's cool that you host a party. Um I Me and my family, we just stay home in our pajamas. We have our big thing is we go crazy with the appetizers. We go
Love apps.
yeah. Yeah, we each get our favorite appetizers and get in our pajamas, and because we used to do the like go to parties and stuff, but I'm really superstitious, and like some of the Super Bowls that the Steelers were in, I went to like different parties and stuff that I've never been to before, and then they lost, so I blame myself. So I think I'm personally responsible for the Steelers losing a couple of those Super Bowls.
Okay, okay. You
But
know, I think
yeah, yeah, I'm weird, but so Super Bowl commercials, the commercials are almost as important as the game. Um, what do you have? What kind of list do you have as for the best Super Bowl commercials?
yeah. So as I was thinking about it, because I have a horrible memory, but I do know that there's always like a handful of commercials that you just you belly laugh or you think it's funny. You kind of remember. So of course I had to go online and just pull up a couple just to kind of refresh my memory. And so one of them that popped up is the Snickers. Um, so Betty White,
Oh yeah,
you're what is it? You're not yourself when you're hungry or something.
right.
So, and I love Betty White, and even if the commercial was stupid, I'd still give it a thumbs up because Betty White's, in it. And so, she's great in that. And then Robin Williams did one very similar, with the Snickers. And huge fan of Robin, and that was a good one too. So I thought those two Snicker commercials were pretty good.
Very cool. As a Steelers fan, I have no choice but to say that the that old commercial, that Coke commercial with Mean Joe Green and the little kid, and he's walking and he give this kid the shirt because the kid gave him a Coca-Cola. That's like.
Oh, is that like in the tunnel, kind of?
Yeah.
Tunnel. Okay. Well, it's a feel good one. It's an oldie but goodie.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. So there's the Doritos ones, and going through there were like 3 separate Doritos ones. So there's the one with the kid. The gentleman comes over. I guess he has a date with the kid's mom, and the guy sits down trying to be his friend, and he grabs a Dorito, and the kid just smacks him right in the face. And he just kind of tells him, "Keep your hands off my Doritos and my mom," or something crazy. I don't know. Visually, it's funny. I don't know. I don't know if I tell the story quite as well as the commercial, but that was good. And then my one favorite was the Doritos with the baby and the ultrasound. So they're in the doctor's office. The woman's pregnant, and the husband, he's eating Doritos during this, and she's all like, "I can't believe he's eating Doritos," And so the guy starts like moving the Dorito around. You could see the baby on the monitors like, "Oh, it's a Dorito," and so the woman gets upset and she just whips the Dorito across the room, and so the baby technically follows this Dorito, and everyone just starts like screaming, but it's sick humor, which is right up my alley. So it was one of my favorite commercials. So Doritos definitely put out some good ones.
Yeah, and sometimes they try to be funny with the commercials and it doesn't work, and it's like. Because there's always like what was the best Super Bowl commercial, but then there's also the list of which ones was the worst, and some of them try to be funny and they just fail miserably.
Yeah, there was a couple of those I just kept scrolling by. I was like, yeah, like I remember it, but it's not that funny. And there are good ones out there that are like heartfelt, and you're just like, but I like the ones that have some humor to them for sure. And there was one that I had forgotten, was the E-Trade baby. Do you remember that? That little creepy baby with the man voice?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot all about those. And there was the one where he's talking and then he just like throws up like on himself.
Yeah.
It had me belly laughing, just like sitting here rewatching it, because I was like, "Oh, this is good. This is good."
Did you ever see? It was a Reebok commercial. It was Terry Tate, office linebacker.
So I think I know what you're talking about, but explain it and let me see if I can remember.
Okay, so this office, I guess there was some service or something called the office linebacker, and you bring a guy around and he just tackles people if they do things like microwave something smelly, or if they don't have a proper cover page on their fax, or the report is late or something like that. He's just tackling people all over the place.
I feel like this, I think I know what you're talking about. I believe that was a good.
It's so well done. It's so well done. The guy is just, the way he's tackling people looks like he's like absolutely killing them. And like this guy is playing solitaire on his computer, and he comes around and tackles them. And he's like, I think he said something like, it's not It's not playtime, it's paytime, baby.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to Google that and watch it and refresh it.
It's one of the best ones. And then uh oh this one's kind of recent. It was actually from 2011. It's a Volkswagen commercial where the little kid is dressed up in a Darth Vader uniform, and he's trying to use the Force to start the car, and the dad is in the kitchen, and he's like, okay, fine, I'll let him think that he's doing this on his own, and he, like, with his remote, he's able to start the car, and the kid's thinking that he has the Force.
Yeah, I do remember that. And he was like, the kid was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a cute one. That's a cute one with the kids. What else? Oh, there's a FedEx one with the carrier pigeons. So they're like, yeah, we got this like pigeon system, and this is how we're delivering, mail now, and this this pigeon's going to Cleveland. They got these little helmets on and these like infrared, I don't know, glasses, and we're good to go. And so the guy says, well, how do you deliver bigger packages? And, oh yeah, we got this covered. And so they open up this door, and these are just like huge pigeons. They're like the size of pterodactyls. And it pans out like over the city, and like their packages are falling, like these pigeons are just like ripping cars open. It's just kind of like a Godzilla movie where just everyone's screaming and running, and that gave me a belly laugh because I forgot about it till I just saw it a little bit ago, and I was like, this is a good one. It was good.
Yeah, there's so many good ones. Oh man. I don't know, this was kind of old, but some of those it was the frogs. One frog said, Bud,
yeah.
Wise,
Yeah. Oh, that's classic. That is so classic.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember those guys. Those are fun.
Or do you remember the Bud Bowl? Remember the beer bottles playing football?
Vaguely.
That was from a long time ago. That was from it started in 1989.
Woo!
So
I was just a youngin'.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and then like all the it seems like they always do, the Budweiser always does like some kind of like, yeah, there's the ones that like they make you laugh. They try to make you cry or something like that.
Right, because you're just like, oh, like the horses,
Right.
And then there's like
Right.
the small horse no one likes, that finally gets to pull the wagon, or the donkey. I saw the one with like the donkey that was kind of cute. And they actually, like, I saw when I wrote it down, I thought it was kind of cute. Which kind of like it hits home because it was about like the referee, so it was the horses that are playing, they're playing football, and so there's a zebra, and he's looking at the film, and he's rewinding over and over and over, and there's like two humans sitting off to the side, and the one's like, oh, this referee is a jackass, and the guy's like, pretty sure that's a zebra, You're like, but you laugh because you're like, this is like,
right, yeah, basically
happening. Yeah. So I was like, I like this.
There was this is back in 2005. It was AmeriQuest, and they did these commercials where it looked, the theme was don't judge too quickly, and it was some guy, I guess he was like making dinner for his wife or a date or something like that, and he had a pot of like spaghetti sauce, and there was a white cat, and somehow the cat, the sauce spilled, the cat fell in the sauce, the guy's holding a knife. It looks like the guy just killed the cat or just murdered the cat, but it's just a horrible coincidence. And I think they did a couple commercials like that, so it's It's so clever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up because it rings a bell, and that sounds